Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm rhickey28. Welcome to the YouTube channel. It's Sunday, so you know we're talking about the roster update coming in 2 weeks. I know some people think that there's going to be an update on Wednesday. Well, that's only for transactions. That's not going to update any hitting attributes or any pitching attributes. This past Friday, we had a huge roster update. It was the biggest of the year. It was all about defense. I hope you guys got in on that. I know me personally, I made 4 million stubs just off of the update. Since they only upgraded defense on the last roster update, we actually have a big 2-week sample size to take into account since the last time that they updated hitting and pitching attributes. So when I refer to the last update, just remember I'm not talking about defense. I'm talking about the last time they updated the hitting and pitching attributes. If you like this sort of content, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It helps out immensely. And let's just jump right on in to see who I think are going to get upgraded. The first guy we're talking about is Austin Riley. He's the closest thing to a lock on Diamond that we have right now. The place where he has the most room to grow is actually in his contact versus right, but his numbers versus everything have been amazing in the past 2 weeks. 353 versus righties. He's got himself 3 home runs to go along with that, as well as a 615 average versus lefties and 2 home runs. Austin Riley is setting himself up to get not just the boost in contact versus right, but also the boost in contact versus left and the power versus both lefties and righties. I like Austin Riley's chances of going diamond a lot. Andres Gimenez is our next gold to diamond candidate. He's got a lot of room to grow with pretty much all of his hitting stats because he's got those high defensive stats that really keeps his card at an 83 overall. Since the last update, Gimenez is 2 for 6 versus lefties with a home run and a double. He's also batting 324 versus righties with a home run and 3 doubles. We could actually see Gimenez get a boost in maybe a little bit of power versus left, as well as both contact and power versus right. I like Gimenez's chances of going diamond as long as he continues this pace. Spencer Strider has one place to grow, and that is walks per 9. He's got an atrocious 42 walks per 9 in this game right now. Since the last update, he's only got 2.7 walks per 9, which is really good, obviously better than 42 rated. And on the entire year, he's only at 3.47 walks per 9. That's significantly better than the 42 rating that SDS has for him. As long as Spencer Strider continues to do this, SDS is going to have no choice but to upgrade his walks per 9. Starling Marte has some room to grow on both his contact and power versus righties. Since the last update, he's batted 440 versus righties with 1 home run. Probably the power numbers are not going to be really affected by that unless he hits a couple more in the next couple weeks, but a 440 average versus righties is clearly better than the 70 contact versus righties. Starling Marte only needs 2 points to his overall to get him to the diamond level. I think he's got a very good chance to get there, especially if he continues to stay hot. Brandon Woodruff might still need to do a little bit more work, but he's been putting up really good stats since he came back from injury. Other thing that Woodruff has going for him is the fact that he has a history of being a diamond in this game, and SDS put some weight into that. Since he came back from injury, Woodruff has only had 6.4 hits per 9, 2.8 walks per 9, and he's had an amazing 12.3 Ks per 9. As you can see, all 3 of those numbers are in the 70s. Well, with the 12K per 9 rating, you could easily see that Ks per 9 getting a huge boost. 2.8 walks per 9 is really solid, and 6.4 hits per 9 is great too. We may very well see a boost to all 3 of Brandon Woodruff's major attributes. The hits per 9, Ks per 9, and walks per 9 can all be improved upon based on the numbers he's put up since he got back from injury. DJ LeMahieu is a brand new gold. We talked about him for the defensive upgrade a couple weeks ago. Well, now we're talking about his offense. As you can see, the place where he needs the most growth is his stats versus righties. Well, since the last update, 333 versus righties. He's got a home run, he's got a double. Maybe he gets a slight boost to his power, but he definitely deserves a nice solid boost to his contact versus right. It won't be enough to get him to diamond, but maybe it'll be enough to get him to like kind of that mid to high gold tier. Darvish needs a +3 to get to diamond. His numbers since the last update have been pretty incredible. The only thing is, I don't know if it's quite enough to get him the +3 boost, but he will definitely be a high gold. And he does have the outside shot at being a diamond if he continues this pace. He's got 12.4 Ks per 9 since the last roster update. As you can see, his Ks per 9 are really low. 55 rated is really not good, especially for a guy that's put up 12.4 Ks per 9 in the past 2 weeks. 1.7 walks per 9 in that same time period. He does have 80 on the walks per 9, but 1.7 deserves a little bit of a boost above 80. In combination between a big boost to his Ks per 9 and a small boost to his walks per 9, there's a shot that Darvish does actually get to that diamond level. And if he doesn't get to diamond, he's definitely gonna get a high gold card. Jason Adam is a brand new name to our roster update videos. Jason Adam has 62 walks per 9 in the game. Well, I got some really good news for everybody. He hasn't had a single walk since the last roster update. Beyond that, he hasn't had a single walk since June 9th. That is just about 6 weeks that he hasn't walked a single batter. And since May 25th, Jason Adam has only walked 2 batters. That is over 2 months, and the man has only walked 2 batters. Jason Adams deserves a bump to his walks per 9. It probably won't be enough to get him to diamond, but there's a lot of profit to be made if he gets the bump up to 83 or 84. JT Realmuto is another guy that's got his defense completely anchoring his overall. He is at an 80 overall, so it's not going to be a jump to diamond. He will probably get some sort of jump to like a mid gold level. He's batted .381 with 1 home run and 2 doubles versus righties since the last update, to go along with a .364 average versus lefties with 1 home run and 1 double. JT Realmuto should get at least a little bit of a boost to his power, and he'll get a big boost to both contact numbers. JT Realmuto should be some sort of mid gold by the next update. We talked about Teoscar Hernandez on the last roster update, but they never upgraded hitting stats. Since the last update, Teoscar's batting .306 versus righties with 3 home runs and 3 doubles. He only needs a +1 boost to get up to that gold level. With those numbers that he's been producing, he is undoubtedly going to get the bump up to gold. Matt Chapman is another silver that we talked about in the last update video. Where he needs improvement is mostly in his contact versus right. Well, the thing is, Matt Chapman has been killing it versus both righties and lefties in so many ways. A .452 average versus righties with 4 home runs and 2 doubles since the last update, and a .333 average versus lefties with 2 home runs and 1 double. There is room for Matt Chapman to actually grow in all 4 major hitting categories. He can definitely get a boost to his contact versus right. His contact versus left is going to get a solid boost with the .333 average. And with all those home runs versus both righties and lefties, his power number should increase. I'm not going to guarantee that he's getting a +3 or a +4, but I do see the possibility at Matt Chapman getting up that high. So I can see him kind of ending up as a mid gold by the time this next update rolls around. Anthony Bass only needs a +2 boost to get up to that gold level. He's got 59 Ks per 9 on his card, Well, since the last update, my man Anthony has gotten 11.3 Ks per 9. He's definitely getting some sort of boost. The next silver to gold candidate is Yasmani Grandal. His contact versus right is a crime. He's only at 29. Yes, he struggled a little bit. Well, now he's turning it around. A 381 average versus righties since the last update. Yasmani is definitely getting a boost to his contact versus right, and it will definitely take him right up to that gold level. Shawn Murphy is a guy that I know nobody really has on their radar right now, but his card is anchored by that incredible defense. His hitting attributes don't really look so great. 53, 46, 49, 75 power versus left is really good. Shawn Murphy in the past 2 weeks since the last update has been batting 250 versus righties with 1 home run, and he's batted 250 versus lefties with 1 home run. His power numbers may not increase. 1 home run versus righties is not really that impressive, but the 1 home run versus lefties will keep his power at 75 because he's getting significantly less at bats versus lefties. And I know what you're thinking, 250 average. Who the hell cares? That is unimpressive. It doesn't matter. Well, the thing is, with the 53 contact versus right and a 46 contact versus left, that's probably for somebody that's batting around 200 or 210, something like that. So Shawn Murphy can get a boost to his contact versus both left and right. He only needs 2 overall to get to the gold level. It's not so bad, and I think Shawn Murphy has a good chance. And our final silver to gold candidate is gonna be another catcher who's in basically the same situation as Shawn Murphy. Rutschman has that incredible defense that is keeping his card at a 78 overall, and he has bad hitting numbers. Unlike Shawn Murphy, he's batting 421 versus righties with 1 home run and 3 doubles since the last update. 421 versus righties is gonna get that 62 contact versus right, a nice solid boost, and the home run and 3 doubles may very well get his 59 power a little bit of a boost. He's also batting 250 versus lefties. Again, we go back to what we were talking about with Shawn Murphy. 250, not the most impressive, but his contact versus left is only at a 47. Again, that is for guys that are hitting significantly worse. So Rutschman, everybody's been excited about him making the major leagues. He finally made it, and he's making an impact. He should be a gold on the next update. So those are our predictions for the next update. Remember, this Wednesday is transactions only. They won't be upgrading the hitting attributes or the pitching attributes. So we're still gonna have to wait another week and a half for the next roster update. Let me know in the comment section if you got anybody that you think is gonna get some sort of upgrade or a boost. Let me know how you guys are feeling. I'm always looking out for better investments.